Yeah, this one gonna make somebody upset. Oh no, Lonnie. Oh no, what is he doing? I might lose some people tonight, or we might put some things on some people's mind. Believe it or not, this is not a venting session. This is not trying to belittle anyone at all. I have another motive with this Periscope, and I hope that you guys stick around and you check it out. Put it on them. Here we go. So, here's the deal. There is a lot of complaining and argument about the fact that YouTube and the internet and all of these other platforms is the reason for the saturation of the beauty industry. That, we've got so many kitchen beauticians and blah, 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 and that's the reason why everything is so bad, and they shouldn't be giving the game away, and blah, 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 and all of that. Well, I challenge everybody tonight in the church. We're going to let the doors of the church open. We're going to go and let some fresh air in. And we're going to talk about something that everybody kind of think about back here, but maybe nobody don't say it. So that's what I do. Here we go. I'm going to talk about it. And if you guys agree, then agree. Up your game, and you'll know, hey, hold on, Tails wife. And if you don't agree, then let's talk about it. But I think that maybe the reason why there are thousands and thousands and thousands of hairdressers, and has really always been, even before the internet. So we have a challenge of oversaturation of our industry that predates the internet. So the problem can't be YouTube. YouTube is just 10 years old. This is a problem that's been going on. I don't even know if it's a problem. This is a situation that has been going on long before the internet. The reason I think that so many folks have challenges with saying, I can't get clients, I don't have clients, is very much related to the fact that there are so many hairdressers and there's so many options for clients. I don't care what city you in. I don't care how small the city is, the little town. If they got a dirt road, on that dirt road is a hair salon, is a beauty parlor. I don't care if they don't have a gas station, a Walmart, a restaurant. It's a beauty shop in that city. Why is that? Why is that a situation? Hold on. You good? Why is that going on? I think it's simply because of one thing. The entry to get into cosmetology, to get in the beauty industry, is very, very, very easy to do. And in many instances, the bar is set fairly low. And the schooling to get into this industry is fairly quick. And the requirements to become a cosmetologist are very, very loose. Some instances, they take a high school degree, diploma. Some places take a GED. There's some people where you can get a state board license fresh out of high school. Some people finagle the game and you don't even have to require those things. The average time span of cosmetology is somewhere around 2 years to 1 year. I've heard even people getting it done in less than a year. So the entry to get in is low. Now, because the entry to get in this profession is low, the financial requirement is fairly low, and the requirements that you need on paper, be it credentials, is extremely low. Sometimes you can get in cosmetology school as early as 16, 17 years old, depending on the state. Now, what is going to happen with that? Well, let's just be honest. There is a huge group of people in the world that are looking for low commitment, low money, if any. Many times you can use grants, GI bills, loans, right? For already small tuition. So people are trying to figure out, how can I use my GI Bill? How can I get money from my VA loan? What do I not have to go to for a long time? What can I get a lot of money in? Yet I don't really want to worry about having any prior credentials. I just want to get in school and get certified for something. Now, there's a lot of professions out there that are in that line. This is where it might get offensive. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get us to think. You ever notice why so many people get into medical coding? Because it's low entry, low requirement, low short amount of time. You ever notice why a lot of people jump in? Man, my battery died, but I'm going to catch this replay. You ever notice why people get into like firefighting or dental hygienist, or there's certain massage therapy, everybody, makeup artists, you don't even need a license. So makeup, the medical assistant, insurance, real estate, everybody in real estate, everybody preparing taxes, you know what I'm saying? There is a group of people that life hits them right about 20 years old, right about 25. Definitely we see it later in life. This is one of the highest professions where people enter later in life, is because they have lived life and they're like, yo, I need to do something. Let's keep it moving. Home health care, people start adopting kids, all kind of different things. People are trying to, I don't want to be offensive, but people are trying to figure out a way to get money, but I don't want a lot of commitment, right? Let's be honest. A lot of people enter the beauty industry off of these phlebotomy. It's a lot of things. A lot of people, tech schools, period, right? Tech schools, period. Like there's a lot of people that enter into vocational schools, not all the time because of their love for the profession. I simply wanted to get in something where I can make money fast. I want to be able to make money in a hurry. I don't really want to spend a lot of time in school. I don't really ever notice, even people that come in cosmetology school, nobody likes to come to theory. Nobody likes to come and learn. I just want to hurry up because this is easy and it's easy to get into. There's a lot of people that are getting into the beauty industry because of this. My husband say I got to go do something. So I don't know, I'll go to cosmetology school. Let's just be honest. Let's talk about it. My husband said I got to get out the house and do something. So I don't really want to work hard. So I'm in cosmetology. That don't take but a couple years. I could do that at night. Boom. A lot of people get into cosmetology because, how do I continue to get the GI Bill to get money? Well, you got to go enter into school. Well, shit, I don't really want to go to school. What else can I get into and still get the GI Bill? Well, if you go to the University of Phoenix, they offer some courses. Well, let me figure out the courses with the short amount of time. Cosmetology, shortest amount of time, shortest amount of money. Y'all will give me the loan if I enter that? Yeah, if you enter cosmetology, we'll give you the loan every month. Bet. I'm a cosmetology student. Let go. Let's get into it because of that. Here's another reason why people enter into the beauty industry. Somebody said, well, man, I want to get the VA loan because my daddy was a veteran and he was in Vietnam and the Gulf War, and they say I could get some money if I go to school. Well, you want to go study English or law or medicine? Hell no, I don't want to go to school. I want to go to a school that's easy. What's easy to get into? Low money, low commitment. I ain't got to, cosmetology. Let's get into cosmetology. Let me get that VA loan coming in every month. Let me cash that check. Go to the mall. Get me a car. You still want to do beauty? I don't really want to do the beauty industry for real. I just want to kind of do it on the side because I really wanted that VA check so I can get in and get out that thing. You feel me? Here's another reason why a lot of people enter into the beauty industry, because nursing was hard as hell. And they was like, you going back to nursing school? No, I ain't gonna be able to do that. It's real. It's hard. It's 4 years. And you gotta get in the practicals and you gotta actually like learn and stuff. What you gonna do? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something, man. Let me get me cosmetology. Let me go to school for hair. I mean, that's easy. And then, you know what I'm saying, I ain't got to really worry about nothing. It's kind of the same thing. That way I can put my scrubs on the same way and it feel like I'm doing something, you know, so I'm in the hair game. Let's be honest. I just needed to get out the military and do something, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want to just hang out, but I still want the military to give me a little coin. They say if I still in school for something, they'll pay me. Let me go to cosmetology school. Man, what else you got? Well, shoot, man, I'm fresh out of jail. You know what I'm saying? I can't really get no job, so I'm going to have to get into something. Well, what you going to do? Well, shit, let me cut hair. Let me cut hair then because, I did a little cutting hair when I was in jail. Shoot, I did hair when I was locked up. So shit, I'm going to just do hair when I get out. It's easy to get into. They don't really ask a whole lot. They don't really do no credit check or no background check. They just let you in that thing. So I got in it because of that, So there's a lot of different reasons why people enter the game. And then, quite frankly, just straight up and down, people enter because it's easy. It's easy to get into. You could go to you could go on a Monday morning. You could talk to people at a cosmetology school, and you could enter school like Wednesday. It's not very many professions that you can go talk to the people on Monday morning, and you could be enrolled in school on Wednesday morning. Now, that's really another discussion when we understand what the average cosmetology school, they're a school and they're trying to get enrollment up. So they market to certain demographics who may not have a career path, may be looking for something to do. So they put the billboards and the promotion in certain parts of town around certain people that's looking for something to do. So before you know it, cosmetology school pop up. You ever notice that every major tech school in the world, one of their biggest programs is cosmetology? The average school, the cosmetology department got an entirely different entrance to walk in the department. You don't like walk into school. You walk in like a back door school because the setup is sweet. You know what I mean? Like people going to enter, they'll pay $10,000, $15,000. Plus they don't have to pay us to do hair. And we do clients for money all day long, and we leave with only tips. It is a sweet setup. Now, all of that is going to create a very, very congested, busy, saturated market. It's not YouTube, guys. It's not YouTube. It's not. I'm going to tell you another profession that a lot of people jump in when other shit don't work. Teaching. The way that the American school system is set up, that you don't necessarily, in many cities, in many states, have to have a degree in education to be an educator. How do I know? I'm married to an educator, and many people that are in the education space went to school for something else. Business, marketing, psychology, counseling, English. They went to school for something different, not to be a teacher. But when that shit don't work out, when music didn't work out, when physical therapy didn't work out, they go get a little certificate over a weekend or something like that, and then they could be a teacher as long as they have a degree. So that is another profession. That's another profession where it's a lot of people that didn't necessarily get in it for an extreme passion. It was in large part based on, necessity. Here's another reason why a lot of people get into cosmetology, because we were weirdos. We were the freaks in school. We were tatted up and pierced up and inked up. And we were the oddballs and the outcasts. And we were kind of the artists and the creative people. And we were weird, right? Coming up, we dressed different and we thought a little different. And we listened to music, right? Different. So we're kind of like, well, this can't really make no money being weird, but I don't really want to go to a school. So I got to figure out how to do something where I can still be weird and awkward and tatted up and pierced up and inked up. What can I do? No, I can't be a nerd. No, Affleck ain't going to hire me. Well, no, the mall tripping. Well, what? No. Cosmetology. Let me go to school for hair because I'm a weirdo, and then I could be in the cosmetology school dressing kind of funny, looking a little weird. I could wear black all day long. I could wear makeup all day long. I could wear my combat boots to school. I could wear that to work. They love all my piercings, and I'm inked up, and I got all of the tattoos, and my Ray tattoo. I can go to work with my sleeves up and do hair, Woo, this is perfect. I'm in school. I got a job, but I can still be me. If this helping you, give me some hearts to think about it. Now let's talk about a resolution on what we gonna have to do. This is going on. This is going on in our industries. Oh yeah, that Ray tat. When I was 18, I got that thing, and I got the Cisco Dragon like a dummy when I was about 17. So yeah, because I was you know what I'm saying? So what do? We want to blame it on other things, but that is not going to change. Not in California, not in Nevada, not in Florida, not in Georgia, Chicago. This is a situation everywhere. So thousands and thousands of cosmetology schools are opening and welcoming people in the industry because it's easy to get in. I know somebody that just got in and out of cosmetology school in 1 year. Especially people that have went to school for 4 years. Staring down a year or a year and a half of cosmetology school is child's play. They look at that like, that's easy. I'll go do that on top of my counseling degree, on top of my finance degree, on top of my marketing degree, on top of my teaching degree. People been in the military 20 years. So somebody said, well, what do you do? Well, here's the thing you're going to have to do. You're going to have to step it up. And when I say step it up, all that complaining about, it's too many people in the stop. Stop complaining, dog. Stop, because we get it. There's only so many people that's going to be in the NBA. People don't wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm going to be a nurse. I think I'm going to go. I need to do something. Let me go be a nurse. People don't do that. People that's in nursing school scared to be in nursing school. I think, you know what, today, I think I'm going to be a dentist. They don't do that. They try to find the least common denominator of energy. So, if you're in this industry and you know there is a lot of people, you may be working next to somebody like that, in a salon like that. Quite honestly, you might be that person. Can I be honest? When I got into cosmetology school, I went to the school in order to get some extra hours or a little certificate because I thought I already knew how to cut hair. And they told me 15 months, and I was like, man, I ain't got time to be doing that for barbering, right? Well, the only way you're going to get your license, you can't just come in here and get a license. You got to go to school for 15 months. So I left. I didn't even go in that time. I was working in a barber shop because I already knew how to cut. And he said, if you don't enter school to get a license, you can't work here because I'm going to get fined or you're going to get fined. So I entered school really arrogantly, like, man, I don't really want to be here. I just want to go back to the barbershop and make some money so I can pay money on my 2001 Toyota Camry. You feel me? I want to be able to buy that car. You know what I'm saying? So I entered very ignorant myself. And then when I got in, I realized, like, damn, a lot of people enter because of that. Damn, a lot of people not serious. So, but it's crowded. It's so many hairdressers. It's thousands. If you live in a big city like LA or Chicago or Memphis or Charlotte, just know that it's a couple hundred nurses. It might be 800 lawyers. It might be 50 or so professional athletes, for real. But hairdressers, it's thousands of them. It's thousands of them. So what are you going to do? What am I going to do? And when I understood that it was so many people, I had a meeting with myself. I talked to myself. It's probably more than that. It's probably more than that, Lonnie. It's got to be more than that in LA. It's got to be more than that in Los Angeles. But that's a big number. 5,000 people that do what you do. That's a lot. That's a lot, dude. So when I got in and I saw that, you know what I told myself? Damn, Ray, you got to step it up. You got to really step it up. You've got to turn over this product, dog. You got to learn how to master something, because it's a lot of people in the industry, but it's not a lot of masters. I'm going to let that sink in for a little bit. I'm going to let that sink in. It's a lot of people in this industry, but it's not a lot of people that are masters. Although some states label the license master cosmetologist fresh out of school. I think that is the biggest handicap that they could give us. Like, they shouldn't tell us that, because you haven't mastered shit when you get out of cosmetology. You haven't mastered anything when you get out of college. I didn't, and you didn't. You have to continue to learn. So in order to rise above the pack, to pull away from the pack on the track, in order to really separate yourself from such a crowded market, you're going to have to go after this thing after mastery. And in order to go after mastery, you can no longer get hung up on what people think. You can no longer get worried about whether or not people are going to laugh at you. You can no longer look at social media and stare at it like it's some foreign animal. You've got to learn it. You've got to understand branding. You've got to understand marketing. You have got to learn something on Monday, and you have to try to execute it on Tuesday morning. You can't learn something on Monday. Don't do anything with it for a month and then go to another class and learn something again. Don't do anything for another month and then go to another class. The entire industry is doing that, and I'm telling you, that's going to keep you in the crowded average space. You're going to have to go above average. You can no longer approach this thing as ordinary because they're going to keep allowing tens and thousands of people to enter into this industry. It's just that kind of industry that it's an easy level to get in. It's an easy bar. So how you elevate the game is you got to look at it. If you're a cutter, man, you've got to learn how to master hair cutting by doing a shitload of hair. I mean, you got to cut hair every day, all day. Take pictures of your work. Learn what you can do better. Take more photos of your work. Cut some more. Cut for free. Cut for money. You're going to have to go after this thing with everything you got. Listen, if you're a colorist, yo, you got to color hair, guys, every day. Bleach them till their hair fall out. I don't care, in patches. You need to learn what hair color is doing. Use permanent color, lightener, semi, demi, color Latin hair, Asian hair, biracial hair, black hair. My goodness, white, it don't matter. Men's hair. You need to try things every day, because if you just stay at that average bar, it's so crowded. I realized I was going to have to master something. Yo, if you're into natural hair, yo, it's not enough to do one blowout a day. It's not enough. You're going to have to learn and then put it to work and know how to tackle every texture that's on the market. You're going to have to go after, guys. You're going to have to go after. If you're a natural hairstylist, you got to have to learn braiding, double strand, triple strand, adding in extensions. You're going to have to do volume. Stop kidding yourself, guys. 2 people a day, that's not going to get it. You've got to prepare yourself, strengthen your back, your muscles, and your endurance. You're going to have to kick out about 6 or 7 people a day, not just because of the money, but so you could see what you know how to do. You can't really see that when you got a 1 o'clock and a 4 o'clock. It's hard. You're going to have to really, how do you get the people into practice? Listen, there are hundreds of people around you. We are waiting for somebody to come knock on the door. If you live close to a university, there's 1,000 girls out there that are broke with no money and heads full of virgin natural hair who would love free color, who would love a free blowout, who would love a sew-in, who would love a haircut, who would love their makeup and their brows done. They sitting right there at any university, any college, any bank, any school. They're sitting right there, guys. But again, here we go. It's so many people that enter and think, I get my license and that's it. And I'm saying above average thinking is, yo, I can't wait for somebody to walk in. I got to walk my ass out every day. Somebody say, man, I get tired every day. That go that old average talk. That go that old average talk, right? You're going to have to get phenomenal with this shit. You're going to have to go out every day. When you go to the mall, talk to people. When you in the drive-thru, talk to the girl that gives you your food. When you go to the bank, give her your card. When you go to your children's school, give it to all of the teachers. Ask who the principals is. When you go to the DMV, give her your card. When you go to when you go to anywhere, sneaker store, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to go after this thing, whatever you got, to separate yourself. And then what's going to happen is you're going to begin to pull away from the pack. And now you're going to begin to live in a space inside of the beauty industry, but you're above the fray. And clients know the difference. They know the difference between average people in any field. So they're going to see, oh, wait a minute. He is above average. He's not ordinary. He's kicking out extraordinary salon work, extraordinary technical skills, extraordinary branding. Somebody say, Ray, I don't really deal with all of this video thing. See, that's that go average talk again. See, I got it. I knew. Yo, in order to get out there, I'm going to have to market in an extraordinary way, because without marketing, I don't exist. Education, guys. That's why we've created the Torregano Tribe membership. It is designed for people that are like, yo, no more playing. I've got to be on the cutting edge. Shout out to all of my tribe up here, man, that's in the membership. Put hashtag tribe across the screen, man, because people need to know, like, yo, I don't want to be average. I want to be above average. I want to be able to learn 365 days a year, every day, every morning. I want to be able to get up and learn something new. I want to go to a class in Charlotte, in Birmingham, in Chicago, in Atlanta, and I want to take that knowledge and then infuse it inside of my clientele immediately, because if I sit still in this industry, I'm going to get ran over, man, because it's too many people. It's 100 kids that just entered cosmetology school in your city yesterday, and 100 more are going to enter next month, and another 100 are going to enter when back to school comes. It's going to be like 500 of them, because they're going to come right out of high school and they're going to want to go to cosmetology school. So it's 1,000 kids a year in your area that's making it hard for the clients to determine what they knew. And I've been here a while. Clients don't care about that shit, dog. They want their hair done. And if they cousin, niece, and nana, and sister, godchild, niece, baby, daddy, mama, ex-wife is in cosmetology school, they're going to stop going to you and they're going to go to her. They're going to stop going to you and they're going to go to him. And it keeps splitting and saturating the market. You're going to have to become higher than. You're going to have to take your game up to the next level, which requires you to learn. That's why people a lot of times ask us, what products are you using? What tools are you using? What shampoo is that? And I'm convinced that they're asking because they're kind of like, I don't really want to do any work. So if it's the blow dryer, I'll just buy that blow dryer. If it's the color, I'll just buy that color. And then and many of you say, it's not the color. It's not the blow dryer. It's learning, because I decided to go above average. I decided that it's too damn crowded right here. It's too many people. I want to stick out. So when it comes to cutting, I want to be a hair cutting beast. Now I'm going to do something right now, not as an arrogant thing, but I want to put it out there to let you know what I have done to get here. This is not luck. This is not hype. And if you want to get to where I am or where the next person is, and I am still leagues below other people in this industry. We are all still leagues below somebody like Vidal Sassoon, who revolutionized the whole industry. But this is what I learned, and it's so exciting right now, because more than any other time, you could learn anything you wanted to learn. You have platforms like the TORREGANO Tribe membership that is streaming education online, digital education online, that you can learn directly from your smartphone. By the way, I just uploaded a tutorial yesterday that's off the chain. I just dropped some game today on another video that's off the chain. I'm dropping a brand new fire hot podcast in the morning, back to back to back. To everybody that's a member, check your profiles. It's blazing hot, guys. And if you want to join, guys, click on the link in my bio on Instagram or Periscope, and let's get started to take this thing to the next level, man. Listen, when it came to cutting, I went to every major cutter in the country. I drove, I flew, I hitched rides to every major cutter. I just got off of a DM of a major cutter out of Vidal Sassoon and Paul Mitchell that's going to be close to me. I was trying to fly to him, but now he's like, yo, I'm going to be in Atlanta. I'm going. Somebody said, Ray, you still go to classes? What in the hell? You have to. Every day, every week, every month. Guys, I learned everything. I would go on a Sunday. I would buy 3 mannequins from Sally's, and I would just cut them up to Outkast with my headphones on or with the music blaring. I would just cut them up, try different things, throw them away. Next month, I would buy another mannequin and cut it up and try something. I would beg people to let me cut their hair, beg people to come and let me color their guys, hair color. Oh my God. I would read stacks of magazines, guys, stacks. American Salon, Sophisticates, Modern Salon, Passion, guys. Let me tell you something I used to do back in the day, man. I still do this on some level, but I do it online. But I used to get magazines, guys, Hype Hair, all of that. And I would go page for page, I would look at a style and I would try to determine how they did it. And I would verbalize it out loud. Okay, they must have molded her. And then, okay, they cut the bang. Okay, they probably put those panels in straight on her part. Okay, they probably curled this with like, I would go through each style. So if a client came in with a magazine, I had already trained my brain to be able to think outside the box. I mean, I would go page after page for hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the game. Guys, listen. What? Blowout? Man, I went to every scenario. I was watching Dominican blowouts. Guys, I did this one day. I went to a Dominican blowout bar with a coworker posing as my girl. This is years ago. I had a baseball cap on because I just wanted to see what they were doing. What was all of the hype? This is years ago, before we even saw the explosion of blowout. I was not even close to being married, and we both were trying to figure out. She went and got her hair done so we could see, like, what is all the hype. I would watch, man, we could not watch videos back then because there was no YouTube. Man, I would go after magazine after magazine. Man, Asian girls, I would ask them, what are you doing to blow out your hair? What is Latin girls doing? What are white girls doing? What are they doing in California with the California press? I was trying to learn it and understand. Makeup? Oh my gosh. You know how I learned makeup? I was locking the door, guys, and I was applying NC50 on my own face so I could see, how do you do this? How do you blend? How do you highlight underneath? Where do you place it at? What is this powder doing? So I could understand day after day. I was doing photo shoots every week. Guys, I could go on and on. What? Ray, how do you understand social media? You know how many videos that are online that explain to you how to shake up Facebook, how to master Instagram, how to really get down on Snapchat, how to really, really shake up Twitter. Guys, there are millions of hours of videos of people sharing. The problem is the average person don't want to do all of that work because there are people with the mentality of, I got in here because I didn't want to work. I got in this industry because it's easy. Now you're trying to make it into like a real profession. You trying to make me kind of like go sweat, like really got to work. Like, I don't really want to do that. Just tell me what to buy and then I'll be great. You can't buy it. You got to earn this shit. You can't go buy mastery. You got to go put in 10,000 hours of the grind. And then there's a level of learning that you don't think about it. You're molding and cutting and coloring and silking and pressing and updoing and pinning and styling. It's like breathing or it's like talking, but that you're not born with that. Man, don't let nobody lie to you, man. There are creative people in the world, but mastery, you're not born with that, guys. That is a skill, and skill is hours and hours and hours of work. Now, the question is, when you going to put in the hours? You going to keep complaining? You going to keep trying to run people out the beauty industry? It's not happening. More and more people are entering. More and more people are leaving corporate America. More and more people. It's like, when are you going to get started? It's like going to the gym. When are you going to go to the gym? When are you going to actually get on the treadmill and actually sweat? Man, I just want to lose some weight. When are you going to start? Man, I got to lose 100 pounds. Well, go lose 1 pound. And then go lose another pound. And then you'll lose 10. Then you'll lose 20. But just staring at the 100 pounds, that ain't going to get it done, guys. That's not going to get it done. And I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass and tell you that you can just sit around and hang around and you're going to magically learn how to master this thing. You can't. You have to commit to education, guys. You have to commit to understanding. Go spend the money with the people that can show you how to market, how to brand, how to build your salon. I don't understand why I can't keep a team. That's a skill. That's a skill to build a salon. You got to reach out to people and learn. You got to shout out to Takia Smith. She on here right now. She just hit me up. Ray, I'm reading that book you told me and it's blowing my mind. I said, yes, sis. Guess what? It's going to mess up your whole year because it's going to show you, like it showed me, Yo, it's so much that I didn't know. It's so much to learn. It's so much that I didn't understand, and I'm going to have to think differently, move differently, separate myself from the pack. If we stare down these opportunities, guys, education, books, conferences, and we don't put it to action, we're going to stay right here. And here's the deal. This is not a profession, guys, it's not a profession that you could do for 50 years. You don't have that kind of time. Like 30 tops, right? 30 years. I mean, that's the long way, and that hurts. Somebody say, I know my Aunt Shirley, she did hair for 50 years. Shirley is an exception. Shirley is not the norm. Normally, right at about 15 years, your body has a conversation with you. Yo, man, how long you gonna do this? Man, how long you gonna work 14 hours on your feet? Man, how long you gonna keep skipping lunch every day? How long you gonna do that? Yo, man, how long are you going to keep missing family events every weekend, every Saturday, every Sunday? Man, how long you going to keep saying it's okay to keep gaining weight every year because you do this profession? How long you going to do this? Because I've been doing this with you for 15 years, and I'm tired. So what's the back out plan, bruh? How long we going to do this? Because this ain't one you could do forever. We got to start thinking, and I would encourage you now, let's get to action, guys. Let's get to action. There's no other way to attack this thing. There's no other way, man. I was just talking to my ride or die that's over here in the other room, and literally she was working on something, talking about my wife, and I asked, I said, what you doing? She said, man, I'm laying one brick on top of one brick. And I get excited when I hear that because it's the only way. It's the only way. Somebody said, I want to put up a wall. Hey, man, you can't just build a wall. Not like that. Not a strong one. You're going to have to put one brick down and then lay another brick and then lay another one and then lay another brick. And it might take you a little bit to lay the next one down and then lay the next one. And soon you're going to have a real wall. And then she said, look, I'm going to put up another wall. Then I'm going to put the floor down and I'm going to build a house. But I realized, she's realized, I've realized, you need to realize, guys, it's going to take that work. We're going to have to put it in. And I like the fact that it's 1,000 people in the game coming in every day, because it lets me know every day, keep blazing a trail, keep trying something new, keep doing what you're uncomfortable doing, keep shaking things up, keep doing it, Ray. I, like many of you guys, when it came down to technology, it messed all of us up. Online booking was scary for everybody. Social media threw everybody off. The internet threw everybody off. But what we realized was it ain't going nowhere. It's not. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And if we don't get inside of it and realize it's a part of how our clients move, guys, it's how they live. So we're going to have to live the exact same way. So, guys, I'm just putting that out there because I hear a lot of people talk about the internet like it's the problem. It's not. It's the conditions of the industry that we can't change. It's the game. It's the game, man. You have to go this route. You have to go through these schools, and they can only prepare you for so much. And when you get out, the game is saturated because everybody and their mama can get in. So the only way to separate yourself from the pack is you're going to have to go after mastery. You're going to have to go from good to great, and you're going to have to go from great, and you're going to have to chase after phenomenal. Because the people that's in greatness, the people that's at a phenomenal level in this game, oh, it's not a lot of people. It's not a lot. It's thin. It's easier once you get that high up. The air is thin. VIP is, it ain't a lot of people in VIP like that. It's not. It's the same people. We all run together. We all see each other. We all in the same circles. We all get tagged in the same stuff. Somebody say, you putting yourself in that category? I am. Sorry. If that comes off as arrogant, I'm just telling you I'm putting the time in. And what I'm really saying is you come with me too. You come over here too. But it's going to have to be after really putting in that real work, guys. Day after day. Learning and putting it to work with activity. Guys, if this has helped you, let me get a heart attack. I'm out of here. Guys, go check out the membership. That thing is loaded, man. Just dropped. Just was really, really getting it in this past week, this past weekend. Feeling good about telling you guys this tonight. I hope it does more. I hope it encourages you more than comes off as negativity at all. Because it's not negative. What I'm trying to say is this is how the game is. This is what it is. This is what you're going to have to do. This is the reality of the situation. And if we're going to be in here 2018, 2019, 2020, let's go ahead and prepare right now. 2.5 years from 2020, guys. Right now. It's April. It's April of 2017. We're going to blink and it's going to be 2018. We're going to blink again and it's going to be 2020. Wow. Let's prepare. Let's prepare now and take our businesses to that next level. And it's going to start with just putting one foot in front of the other, guys, and putting in that work and being fearless, caring not what the next person is even remotely thinking about you. But let's get this learned knowledge and turn it over into activity. Better hairdressers, guys. Better salons. Better lives. Sign up, guys, tonight for the membership. The entire archive is still available. We have deleted nothing. Everything that we uploaded from the very first day of the membership is still there. You can binge out on this like Netflix for days and days and days and still have more to get, guys. Hair color, hair cutting, blowouts, balayage, branding, marketing. Just dropped some new game today for all of my naturalistas out there. Go check it out. Dropped a wonderful foiling tutorial yesterday. Got interviews on there, contracts you can download. This is the future of the game. This is it. This is how we're going to learn, guys, where you can learn at will. We don't have to work to the next trade show. We don't have to wait, honestly, to the next Torregano Education event. You can go on when you want to, straight on your cell phone, and take your game up 100 floors in your building. Take care.